Hi there, and welcome to this day in history for June 15th. June 15th is the 166th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 167th in leap years, with 199 days remaining to the end of the year. Today's word is benighted. Benighted is an adjective that means intellectually, morally, or socially ignorant, unenlightened, or overtaken by night or darkness. And with that, we're going to start in the year 763 BC, when Assyrians recorded a solar eclipse that was later used to fix the chronology of Mesopotamian history. On June 5th, 1502, Christopher Columbus landed on the island of Martinique on his fourth voyage. On June 15th, 1520, Pope Leo X threatened to excommunicate Martin Luther. I think eventually he did follow through on that threat, but today it was just a threat. On June 15th, 1648, a woman named Margaret Jones was hanged in Boston for witchcraft in the first such execution for the Massachusetts Bay Colony. June 15th, 1752 is the traditional date ascribed to Benjamin Franklin proving that lightning is electricity. The exact date, however, is actually unknown. On June 15, 1776, Delaware voted to suspend government under the British Crown and to separate officially from Pennsylvania. On June 15, 1808, Joseph Bonaparte became King of Spain. On June 15, 1836, Arkansas was admitted as the 25th U.S. state. This is the birthday of Norwegian pianist and composer Edvard Grieg, born June 15, 1843. June 15, 1844, Charles Goodyear received a patent for a process to strengthen rubber known as vulcanization. The Arlington National Cemetery was established on June 15, 1864, when 200 acres of an Arlington estate were officially set aside as a military cemetery by U.S. Secretary of War Edwin M. Stanton. A man named Henry Ossian Flipper became the first African-American cadet to graduate from the United States Military Academy on June 15, 1877. And we've seen some tsunamis in the last 10 or 20 years, but the deadliest tsunami in Japan's history occurred on June 15, 1896, and killed more than 22,000 people. On June 15, 1916, President Woodrow Wilson signed a bill incorporating the Boy Scouts of America and making them the only American youth group organization with a federal charter. This is the birthday of American singer, songwriter, and guitarist Waylon Jennings, born June 15, 1937. He was significant in the development of a genre known as outlaw country music. What a voice he had. Inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame in 2001, he went on to the big studio in the sky the following year at the age of 64. This is the birthday of American singer-songwriter Harry Nilsson, born June 15, 1941. During a 1968 press conference, the Beatles were asked what was their favorite American group, and they answered Nilsson. Harry Nilsson lived to the age of 52. And I guess everybody's got to have a birthday sometime, and today is the birthday of Xi Jinping, General Secretary of the Communist Party and President of China, born June 15, 1953. Charles Manson went on trial June 15, 1970 for the Sharon Tate murders. On June 15, 1991, in the Philippines, Mount Pinatubo erupted in the second largest volcanic eruption of the 20th century, killing over 800 people. Casey Kasem was an American radio host, producer, and voice actor, and co-creator of a show called American Top 40. I remember listening to that on the radio. He passed away on June 15, 2014 at the age of 82.
Today's song is Travelin' Man, written by songwriter Jerry Fuller. This was a Girl in Every Port song about a world traveler with an eye for beautiful women. Ricky Nelson recorded it in 1961, and it hit number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 list for the first time in May, and then again during the second week of June 1961, making it the number 1 hit on this day, June 15th, 1961. You can look for that link in the description. Travelin' Man by Ricky Nelson.
And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with the link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That description lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include the link to my blog page that is called No Really. You can also find me on Rumble, Parler, BitChute, and Getter. All those links in that description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.